Jai Gurudev students. Now we are revising the irrational number. In earlier class, you were introduced to irrational numbers and many of their properties. You studied about their existence also and how the rational and irrational numbers together made up of real numbers. You even study how to locate the irrational numbers on the number line. For example, last year you had learned represent root 2, root 3 on the number line. But however, we did not prove that they were irrational numbers. In this section, we will prove that root 2, root 3, root 5 are irrational numbers. In general, P is irrational when P is a prime number. Before we prove that root 2 is irrational, we need the following theorem whose proof is based on fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Theorem 1.3. Let P be a prime number. If P divides A square, then P divides A where A is a positive integer. This theorem is not asked in exam, but the concept of the theorem is used in the following problems. Proof we will see. Let the prime factorization of A be as follows. That A can be we can find the factors of A as a P1, P2 to Pn, where P1, P2, P3 to Pn are the prime factors, not necessarily distinct. For example, if we will say the factors of a 4 are 2 into 2, means both are same. If we will see 6, then 2 into 3, they are different. Likewise, A square is equal to P1 into P2 into P3 to Pn. Again, second bracket P1 into P2 into P3 to Pn. A square is equal to P1 into P1 is nothing but P1 square into P2 square into P3 square to Pn square. Now, we are given that P divides A square. From the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, it follows that P is one of the prime factor of A square. However, using the uniqueness part of fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we realize that only the prime factors of A square are P1, P2, P3 to Pn. So, P is only one of the P1, P2 to Pn. Since A is equal to P1 into P2 to Pn, therefore P divides A. For example, 2 divides 4 square, then 2 divides 4 also. If 3 divides 9 square, then 3 divides 9 also. This theorem we are using in the next problem. Extra problem we will take first. Prove that root 2 is irrational. Let us assume that root 2 is irrational number. This problem we will solve by contradiction method. Contradiction means when it is asked that we have to prove root 2 is irrational, then reverse of this is nothing but irrational. That's why we will consider as let us assume that root 2 is a rational number. If it is a rational, means root 2 can be written as in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. P and Q are co-prime number. Co-prime means the common factor of a P and Q is only 1. Squaring both the side. Root 2 square is equal to P square upon Q square. Root 2 square is a 2, which is equal to P square upon Q square. Then we will do as a cross multiplication. 2 into Q square is equal to P square. From this equation first we can write 2 divides P square, means 2 is one of the factor of a P square, that is P square is divisible by 2. Therefore, by the theorem 1.3, 2 divides P that is p is divisible by 2. Now we will take p is equal to 2r. Again squaring both the side, p square is equal to 4r square. Substitute this value in this equation, we will get 2q square is equal to 4r square. From here we will find the q square value, 4r square upon 2, q square is equal to 2r square, 2 into r square, means here 2 is again one of the factor of a q square, that's why we can write 2 divides q square. In another way we can write q square is divisible by 2. If 2 divides q square means from the theorem 1.3 we can write 2 divides q also, that is q is divisible by 2. Since 2 divides p, 2 divides q, therefore 2 is a common factor of a p and q. But it contradicts the fact that p and q are co-prime number, because in the starting we had said here p and q are co-prime number, that is p and q has a common factor other than 1. Therefore our assumption is wrong. Why our assumption is wrong? Because our assumption is wrong, so we conclude that root 2 is irrational number. Exercise 1.3, prove that root 5 is irrational. Again this problem we will solve by contradiction method. So let us assume that root 5 is rational number. Therefore it can be written as in the form of p by q. Therefore we will write root 5 is equal to p by q. P and q are co-prime number. Squaring both the side, root 5 square is 5, p square q square. Again we will do as a cross multiplication, 5 into q square is equal to p square. We will write here as a equation 1. From this equation we will write 5 divides p square, means 5 is one of the factor of a p square, that is p square is divisible by 5. By theorem 1.3, 5 divides p, that is p is divisible by 5. Now we will take the value of a p is equal to 5r. Squaring both the side, p square is equal to 25r square. Substitute this value in the equation 1. 5 into q square is equal to 25r square. Q square is equal to 25r square divided by 5. This 5 will go to right hand side in division. Q square is equal to 5 into r square. From this we will write here 5 divides q square, that is q square is divisible by 5. 5 divides q, that is q is divisible by 5. Since 5 divides p also and 5 divides q also, therefore 5 is a common factor of a p and q. But this contradicts the fact that p and q are co-prime number. That is p and q have no common factor other than 1. But here we got 5 is a common factor of a p and q. Therefore whatever we had assumed in the starting, that is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So we conclude that root 5 is irrational. Now we had proved already root 2 and root 5 are irrational number. Similarly we can prove root 3 and root 7 is also irrational number, and using this we are going to prove the second problem, prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. Rational number means we can write this number in the form of a p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and p and q are the integer. In this problem we are going to take p and q are integer. In before problem we had used p and q are co-prime number. Keep in mind. Now here whatever in addition form, subtraction for division, the 2 root 5 you are finding, first of all we have to shift this 3 to right hand side. So what we are going to get, 2 root 5 is equal to p by q minus 3. 3 can be written as 3 by 1. Here we have to make the root 5 free from their coefficient. So here divide this right hand side by 2. So root 5 is equal to p upon 2q minus 3 by 2. Here we will call this as a 1. Since p and q are the integers, therefore p upon 2q minus 3 by 2 is a rational number. For example, if we had said p and q are the integers, okay, integers means if we will take as a, now they had given here p upon 2q minus 3 by 2 is a rational number, why it will come? That is, for example, p value I will take as a 1 and q value I will take as a 2. So you will get 1 by 4 minus 3 by 2. What we will get here? 1 minus, here we will multiply by 2. Here 2 means we will get 6. 1 minus 6 by 4, and that is minus 5 by 4 is again a rational number. That's why we had said here, if p and q are integers, then their subtraction, their addition, whatever we will get is a rational number. If right hand side from this equation we are going to get as a rational number, obvious left hand side is also rational number. So from 1, root 5 is also rational number. But just we had proved that root 5 is irrational, but it contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. So, 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Prove that the following are irrational numbers. First example, 1 upon root 2. Again, we will solve this by contradiction method. So, we will consider, let us assume that 1 by root 2 is a rational number. So, we will write this number as a p by q. Q is not equal to 0, p and q are the integers. Now, last year we had learned about rationalize the denominator. For rationalize the denominator, we are multiplying numerator and denominator by root 2. So, 1 into root 2 means root 2, and root 2 into root 2 is nothing but 2. That's why we got here the denominator is rational number. That's why here rationalize the denominator of left hand side, we are going to multiply by numerator and denominator root 2, which is equal to p by q. So here we will get 1 into root 2 is root 2, root 2 into root 2 is 2, which is equal to p by q. Just I had told here whatever the terms number will come in multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, we have to shift to the right hand side. Here it is in denominator, that's why we will, here it will, right hand side it will go in a numerator, means multiplication. Root 2 is equal to 2p upon q. This we will give as equation 1. Since p and q are the integers, therefore 2p upon q is a rational number. If we will consider p as a 1 and q as a 2, so we will get 2 by 2 means 1. 1 is a rational number. If we will consider p as a 2 and q as a 3, 4 by 3 is also a rational number. Therefore, from this equation, right hand side is rational. Therefore, left hand side is also rational number. So, from 1, root 2 is also a rational number. But it contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Irrational number is a contradiction. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. So, 1 upon root 2 is irrational. Second problem, 7 root 5 is irrational. We had to prove. Again, contradiction method. Let us assume that 7 root 5 is a rational number. Therefore, 7 root 5 is equal to p by q. P and q are integers. We want only root 5 left hand side. So, 7 is in the multiplication. When it will go to right hand side, it will in a division. So, root 5 is equal to p upon 7q. Equation 1. Since p and q are integers, therefore right hand side is a rational number. If right hand side is rational number, therefore root 5 is also a rational number. But it contradicts the fact that root 5 is a irrational number. Therefore our assumption is wrong. So 7 root 5 is an irrational. Third problem, 6 plus root 2. Let us assume that 6 plus root 2 is a rational number. 6 plus root 2 is equal to p by q. P and q are integer. Now we don't want 6 here. It is in addition form. When it will go to right hand side, it will be in a subtraction form. Therefore, root 2 is equal to p by q minus 6. Equation 1. Since p and q are the integer, therefore p upon q minus 6 is a rational number. So from 1 we can say root 2 is also a rational number, but it contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Therefore our assumption is wrong. So 6 plus root 2 is a irrational number. These are very important problem, okay, that which are the extras, not in a NCERT book. Prove that root 3 is irrational. Hence prove that 7 minus 5 root 3 is irrational. Means in this problem, first of all we have to show that root 3 is irrational, and then we have to prove that 7 minus 5 root 3 is irrational. Let us assume that root 3 is a rational number. Therefore root 3 is equal to p by q. Here we are going to use p and q are the co-prime number. Squaring both the side, root 3 square is equal to p by q whole square. Root 3 square is 3, which is equal to p square upon q square. Q square we will shift to left hand side, so we will get 3 into q square, which is equal to p square. From the theorem 1.3 we will say 3 divides p square. Therefore 3 divides p. Now here root 3 is there, that's why we will take here p is equal to 3r. If it is, we have to show that root 7 is irrational, then we will take p is equal to 7r. Squaring both the side, p square is equal to 9r square. Substitute in equation 1, we will get 3q square is equal to 9 into r square. Q square is equal to 3, we are going to shift to right hand side. That's why we will get q square is equal to 3 into r square. From this we can say 3 divides q square. That is 3 is one of the factor of a q square. 3 divides q. Since 3 divides p, 3 divides q, therefore 3 is a common factor of a p and q. But it contradicts the fact that p and q are co-prime numbers. That is p and q have no common factor other than 1. But here we got 3 is a common factor. Therefore our assumption is wrong. So root 3 is irrational number. Second part we will show that 7 minus 5 root 3 is irrational. That's why we will assume that it is a rational. 7 minus 5 root 3 is equal to p by q. Here we will consider p and q are the integers. Now what we have to find when in addition subtraction form we are going to get as irrational number, then first of all we are making the free from the coefficients of root 3. So what we will do next step, we will p by q we will shift to the left hand side, because to make this is negative minus 5 root 3 as a positive. Now we will interchange their place. 5 root 3 is equal to 7 minus p by q. Here we have to make as a root 3 is a free alone. That's why we will, whatever the coefficient of this, we will shift to the left hand side, right hand side. So it is multiplication, it will goes to the division form. 7 by 5 minus p upon 5q. This we will call as a 1. Since p and q are the integers, therefore 7 by 5 minus p upon 5q is a rational number. If right hand side is rational, therefore root 3 is also a rational number. But it contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational. Therefore our assumption is wrong. So 7 minus 5 root 3 is irrational. Till that we had proved that root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational. But it is again the extra problem is there, that we had to show that the sum of two irrational number is again irrational. So again by contradiction method, let us assume that root 2 plus root 7 is a rational number. Again we will write here p by q form. P and q are the integers we will use. So here one of the term we will shift to the right hand side first. So that's why I had shifted root 2. Root 7 is equal to p by q minus root 2. Squaring both the side. Root 7 square, we got here 7. But p by q minus root 2 square, using the identity a minus b whole square, we got p square q square minus 2 root 2 p by q plus root 2 square. So we will get here 7 is equal to p square q square minus 2 root 2 p by q plus 2. Now what we will do? Where the root 2 term is there, root 2 term, that we will shift to the left hand side, and the rest term we will shift to the right hand side. Here left hand side we will get 2 root 2 p by q, which is equal to p square q square plus 2 minus 7. 2 minus 7 is nothing but minus 5, and here from here we want only root 2, not other term. That's why we will get here 2p by q. We are going to shift to the right hand side. Right hand side means here multiply each term by q by 2p here. That's why root 2 is equal to first term this p square q square multiply by q upon 2p minus second term is minus 5 multiply by q upon 2p, and we got the answer p upon 2q minus 5q upon 2p. First equation we will give, since p and q are the integers, therefore right hand side is a rational number. From 1, if right hand side is rational, therefore left hand side root 2 is also a rational number. But we know, we already proved root 2 is irrational. Therefore, but it contradicts the fact that root 2 is an irrational number. These things happen because our assumption is wrong. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. So, root 2 plus root 7 is an irrational number. Jai Gurudev.